Hello, people of YouTube. My name is Steve Gray. This is Gray's Guitars. Thank you for watching. Today we're going to be talking about some pretty cool Epiphones. Korina, 1958 Explorer and Flying V. So a while ago we got an extremely expensive, I think it was like $10,000 version of the Gibson remakes, and now we are getting some Epiphone versions of them. I'll try not to cough during this. Still fighting that cough, unfortunately. I know I've been fighting it for like forever at this point. So Epiphone unveils mid-priced versions. I disagree with that price point, but we'll talk about that in a minute. Of Gibson's ultra-exclusive 1958 Korina Explorer and Flying V guitars. The new mass-market versions of the ultra-rare models feature Gibson Burstbucker pickups, gold hardware, Korina bodies, and necks. So yes, these are true Korina. Back in 2021, Gibson unveiled a custom shop edition of the models. Painstakingly detailed, they were $10,000. Well, now Epiphone, as part of the firm's Inspired by Gibson custom shop collection, introduced a more affordable mid-priced versions of the Explorer and Flying V. So the Flying V there, we have that nice little stripe. It is string through, which you don't get on a lot of Flying Vs. So true to the guitar's name, the 58 Flying V sports a Korina body and neck, 58 Flying V profile, standard Gibson scale length, 12-inch radius, Indian laurel, so no actual rosewood on this, which is kind of surprising for the price that this is going to be at, and we'll talk about that in a minute. 22 medium jumbo frets, white dead inlays. A pair of Gibson Burstbucker pickups, which can in turn be tweaked by individual volume controls, master tone control with CTS pots, Mallory caps, switchcraft, three-way pickup selector switch, all good electrical components here. No one's complaining about the electrical components in this thing. Elsewhere, the guitar features ABR1 style bridge, so it's probably just a Nashville bridge, I'm guessing, with brass Flying V string tailpiece, Epiphone Deluxe tuners, dual action truss rod, which is pretty nice. Gibson X custom logo on the back of the headstock. All hardware on the model is finished nicely in gold. Let's see, do we get a back? Oh yeah, they do have like a little thing up here. That might be a one-piece neck too, like the more expensive versions. This is going to be coming with a hardshell case and is going to be $1,300. Now on to the Explorer, which is going to be very similarly spec'd. So we have Explorer features Korina body, Korina neck, same neck profile, same radius, same scale length, same medium jumbo frets. The guitar is similar to the Korina V sibling, has the Gibson same electronics too. So you got the Burstbuckers with the Mallory cap, CTS pots, master tone, 2 volumes, 3-way selector switch, standard Explorer. Also has the fancy, the ABR1 style bridge, dual action truss rod, the Gibson logo on the back, finished in gold. You can either do black or white pickguard. Does the V get both options? Oh yeah, black or white pickguard. So you can, that's kind of neat. You can actually choose which pickguard you want to put on these things. It'd be a little bit more annoying, I think, on the Flying V. Got to pop some knobs off. I like the black guard more. $1,300, and then go to the Epiphone website, see more information. So yeah, they come with both, I guess. It sounds like you can. Oh, okay, I see what they meant. You can choose to buy one with a black pickguard or a white pickguard. They do not come with 2 pickguards. But yeah, $1,200. I know. So the thing with these is Korina is like, ooh, you can get a left-handed too. There you go, lefties. Lefties, let me tell you. There you go. Good surprise for you. So you can get these, in black or white pickguard. I like the black pickguard better. Yeah, it says Gibson on the back. It's kind of like your standard Kluson Deluxe tuners, except Epiphone branded. Went through all the specs. I think this looks a little better to me because of the black on the headstock and matches it better. Same with the V, because if you look at the V, you got the black headstock with the black guard. That's my preference. Let me know your preference in the comments down below. But electronics in this are great. Some people may opt to change out the tuners. Um, Other than that, you know, I don't have any complaints. Is it a Graphtec nut? Let's see here if it tells you if it's a Graphtec. Yep, Graphtec nut, which is delightful. Glued in, set neck, long neck tenon. Is this a one-piece neck? Because I know they had this level of Epiphone has been known to have those one-piece necks, and I'm curious if this does too. Let's see if we can look on the back. No, that is a scarf joint. Okay, so yeah, if you look at the top of it, right in the middle of the Gibson logo, you can definitely see that's a scarf joint. Which, is the Flying V headstock. Let's see about the Explorer. Explorers are notorious for having like 3-4-piece headstocks. This looks like one piece. No, there is a line. If you look, you can see a line right around the same area. So, no heel joint, though. I know sometimes Epiphone, my Les Paul actually has both a scarf joint and a heel joint. Sometimes that's just how they make the guitars. You're talking that's 2006. This is, a brand new one. They're making them a little bit different. But they have made these before. The older models do seem to hold value. To my knowledge, they did not come with Gibson pickups before. I do not believe. Let's see if I can find an old model for you. Epiphone Korina. No, I don't want the Explorer. I just want Epiphone Korea. Yeah, Korina. Let's see if we can find an old one. Let's see here if we can find an old one. There's an old one. Yeah, here's an old one for $750. Let's see what this one says in the description. Cheap fix. It's been upgraded. Yeah, so the old ones don't have the Gibson pickups. So definitely an upgrade if you are choosing to go for this one over a used one, which you can still find. But price-wise, it looks like they're trying. I mean, this one looks like it got chopped up or something, or the finish is off of it for $500. But there's one for $600. So what I think is going to happen to these is what I think is happening to the other, supposed high-end Epiphones. They just aren't holding their value. So this is something, if you really want it, go buy it. Because this is something where they'll periodically reissue these things every so many years. But I've already seen used prophecies. You're talking half the value. You're talking $450, $500 for a used prophecy that just came out 2-3 years ago. So from what I'm seeing, they're just not holding value. I mean, yes, I know Epiphone's trying to do higher-end guitars, and this is definitely a higher-end guitar. Korina's supposed to be that magical, special, fancy wood where the guitars are significantly lighter, but I don't see this holding the value. So, used market, I can guarantee you 2 to 3 years you'll see these on the used market for probably $600-700. You'd be able to save $500 if you're willing to hold out. If you absolutely need it, yeah, go for it. Why not? But just keep in mind that unlike their cousin Gibson, these are just not going to hold the value because it's one of those things where yes, Epiphone is trying to get into that slightly higher market. They're not going to price one of these more as expensive as the lowest Gibson still. The lowest Gibson, I believe, being a tribute, coming in around $1,400. So they're still just slightly under Gibson territory at the moment, but it's one of those things where I just don't see it. They're almost pricing themselves out of the market. You have more people going to brands like Harley Benton, for instance, to get those cool guitars at extremely cheap prices. Yeah, the pickups aren't the same. All the hardware, everything is obviously going to be significantly better. But I have heard some issues with the frets on the Epiphones where they're not paying, even the higher end ones, where they're not paying attention to details enough. I do have the ability to get a Prophecy Flying V soon. I'm probably going to trade my LTD black metal for that. It's got the cool fishing pickups. They're priced around the same point, minus stainless steel frets, but I don't really care about stainless steel frets, and being that it's so new. There's probably not going to be an issue with the frets on that thing. But if they're not level, I'm not trading the guy. That's all I'm saying. So try one out in the store. Maybe grab a cheap fret rocker, bring it with you just to be on the safe side. Make sure it's not buzzing all over the place. Um, I haven't heard problems with the fret nubs. It's more of fret buzz. And getting the action as low as you want. It seems like the major complaint when I'm looking at reviews. I have grabbed a few of the newer ones, and I didn't really see that issue personally myself, so it's probably just going to be the luck of the draw, is what it comes down to. But cool guitars. Definitely, if I find one on the used market, I will probably lean towards more the Explorer. Um, if I do get that Prophecy V, that'd be the only reason why, because you only ever need to have one V at a time. I'm joking. If you have multiple Vs, that's fine, but I don't see myself owning more than one V at a time. I dragged this out long enough. Thanks for listening to me ramble a little bit here. My name is Steve Gray. This is Gray's Guitars. Hit that subscribe button, notification bell, like, comment, all that fun stuff. Thank you for watching, and as always, have a good one.